Hi, everyone, and welcome to the NBA on Thursday night. We're bringing it to you live here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt, and it's Risacher in at the small forward position. And for Indiana, Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. Shepard is out there with Andrew Nembhard, and it's Nesmith in at small forward. Well, Grant, we've got a treat tonight. These are two of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah, B.A., you know, one thing they have in common, they make smart decisions with the ball. And, of course, they know how and when to attack. I think we'll get some high IQ hoops here tonight.
Stolen by Jackson. Nembhard with it, now guarded by Risacher. Now Young with a steal. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Johnson finds Daniels. The three from Risacher. Gets the three ball to go.
Yeah, that's what Risacher is out here to do. He is first and foremost a three-point shooter. A good one at that.
Siakam in the post. Johnson on him. Back to Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. Jackson with a screen on Young. The offensive rebound. Launches it. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. About a minute into this first quarter, gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and hound him on every possession. Back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Indiana again missing.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
One thing about Andrew Nembhard, you appreciate the passion he plays with, Clark.
Yeah, I love his toughness. I mean, he just is unflappable. He's persistent at the defensive end, plays at his own pace, unafraid of the big moments, makes big plays and shots. I mean, you can see and feel his fire, even though he's not overly demonstrative in how he does what he does.
And here's Siakam for 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game.
That's their 4th attempt from the floor with nothing to show for it.
Pass to Young. Outside Risacher. Fires from deep. The rebound by Nembhard. Indiana's gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Over Young. Now Nesmith. Some nice passing by Indiana here. And it's Shepard missing. Nembhard against Young. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Young. Nice D from Nembhard.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Siakam against Porzingis. Here's Siakam. 27 points his last game. To end the drought. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Yeah, protecting the rim. Porzingis, one of the best in the league at that.
Pass to Young. Now Daniels. And he banks in the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Number 1, Trae Young.
It was a virtuoso performance. They ran the offense through him time and time again.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Shepherd. They set the pick. Now here's Siakam. Jackson, left side. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Shot clock at 5. Fades and shoots.
And they've done a pretty good job working the ball inside, but haven't been able to convert at all.
Yeah, you know, defense or not, good defense or not, those are shots you got to make. I mean, they're missing some easy ones.
There's Young with the 3. The rebound by Jackson.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
With a nose for the bucket, length and athleticism and touch, Siakam's got game inside.
Now here's Risache. He's got 5. To the paint. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Shepherd, that's good.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, BA. Jalen Johnson, great in the two-man game, and he talked about how he operates off the pocket pass. He said, quote, "It's simple. You got to read before the catch. Point 5, quick decisions. Just how quarterbacks have progressions with receivers, I have progressions in the pocket, and I read those." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Siakam, following the score by Atlanta. So nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Shepherd. Risache covering. Count that one.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
Nembhard against Young. From behind the arc. And he can't get that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. Atlanta on top. They're up by 5. And whoops. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks?
They've not been passive at all on defense early on, challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
On the floor for Atlanta, Noel out there with a Kongwu. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Krejci in at the 3. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous. Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Now here's Walker. Pass to Huff. Back to Walker. Here's Dennis. Here's Huff. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist. Huff's gotten his first basket of the night. The Hawks lead by 6. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense, often it's just as important as putting up those points.
Here for the Pacers. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Walker. Nesmith comes in for Furphy. And it's Shepherd in for McClung. Atlanta also making some changes. Risache, he's checked in for Krejci. Dyson Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Trae Young in for Kennard. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Outside Risache. Here's Noel. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Huff. From outside, off the mark. Outside Risache. Daniels outside. Pass to Noel. Now Okongwu in his last outing with 12 points. 5 on the clock. Daniels, that one's true.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Now here's Siakam. 11-point game. Switch. To the middle. It's stolen by Okongwu. Young with it. Siakam covering. Here's Daniels. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. How about Dyson Daniels, Grant? Last season, leading the league in steals.
Well, averaging over 3 a game. That mark hadn't been met in over 3 decades, B.A. And in the process, the Aussie earning the nickname, the Great Barrier Thief. Not bad.
First one falls. Indiana making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in. And both free throws good for Daniels. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Dennis. 17 points for him last game against Dallas.
And with all the attention he drew offensively, he did a great job of just kicking to the open man.
Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
And when it comes to assists, Young is on another level. He's got such a gift for feeding his guys.
Pass to Shepherd to stop the run. The Pacers again can't hit. And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. for Dennis. Porzingis is checked in for the Hawks. And let's use this time to have a look at last year's steals leaders. Dyson Daniels on top.
And we saw how effective he was on defense last season, taking pride in mucking things up and being an absolute pest, grabbing all those steals.
Nembhard with it, guarded by Young. To stop the drought, and Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Now here's Young. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Clock at 6.
2 minutes remaining.
Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Johnson. It's rebounded by Indiana. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
And when you look at it, that shooting percentage is an ugly one. Anytime you see it in the lower 30s, you know it was probably a rough night.
Yeah, I can't name a team that's going to find a way to win shooting like that. I mean, they never had a chance with the touch they had that night.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Porzingis passes to Daniels. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Time for your Indiana Pacers, everyone. Let's get excited.
To the top 5 in team offense also. They ran a perfect system for the talent they had in place.
And you look at their assist, top 5 in the league, specifically because of how committed they were to moving the ball and making sure they got great looks. Nembhard against Young. Pass to Shepard. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Siakam, covered by Johnson. Johnson against Siakam. 4 on the clock. Indiana needs to get off a shot here. Neesmith's shot is off.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Nembhard with a steal. Pass to Jackson. Jackson with a screen on Johnson. A shot to stop the run. And Porzingis with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Superb anticipation on that rejection, and that'll allow them to stay on the lead if they keep defending like that. Just 5 on the clock.
Here's Siakam, and he hits the jumper.
Since entering the league, Pascal Siakam's jump shot has come a long way. Now it's a reliable go-to shot for him.
Left side, Young. Shoots over Nembhard. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Atlanta looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. First on the menu is looking at what games will be coming up here shortly. The Miami Heat will go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. 8:30 Eastern time for the tip there.
Gentlemen, I can't wait for that game. We've been talking about it for a while.
Two great teams just going at it. We'll see which style of play wins out.
And now taking a look at the first half of this game, hard not to be in awe of what Porzingis is doing right now.
His presence on the defensive end has been something else. Swatting away everything, denying people to the rim, rebounding. That kind of aggression can really drain your opponent's willpower.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Dyson Daniels really making a difference here.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Pacers trail by 17. Siakam and Jackson playing together in the front court. Andrew Nembhard is out there with Shepherd, and it's Nesmith in at the three. That's the group for Rick Carlisle, getting going here in the second half. Young looking around. The rebound by Shepherd. And here's Indiana now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Back over to you.
They win by committee. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. And the first one at the line is good. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through Basketball Without Borders.
Siakam hits them both. Looking back at the start of his career, Siakam only took a year or two to make his mark.
And, you know, B.A., he's just the kind of guy we love watching play. I mean, you know what you're going to get from him every night. Tremendous effort and the ability to impact the game in both ends. He's consistent, reliable, steady, and he can be explosive at the offensive end.
Now here's Nesmith. He's scoreless. Jackson with a screen on Johnson to the inside. Pass to Siakam. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Clock is at 3. Jackson with a screen on Porzingis. And it Shepard missing. Atlanta leading by 15. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. On the wing, Daniels. Here's the three. Sends it home from three-point land. Daniels has got 12.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Siakam, the pass to Nembhard. Jackson with a screen on Young. Back to Nembhard. From downtown. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Nembhard's gotten his second bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
One thing you have to respect about Johnson, he's happy to make the extra pass.
Pacers trail by 17. Jackson outside. Oh, got a piece of it. Here's Daniels. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
No good on that one. And the second free throw is good. And he nails the third. And Young has got the ball here for Atlanta. Pass to Porzingis. Indiana with a rebound. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Nesmith. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Huff's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And a change for the Hawks. Alexander Walker's checked in.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Nembhard, the pass to Huff. Here's Shepard. Pass to Nembhard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Daniels. And Indiana misses again.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Outside Johnson. Outside Alexander Walker. The kick out to Johnson. On the wing, Risacher. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul. Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in for Johnson. Pacers trail by 19. Now here's Nembhard. He's got 5. Pass to Shepard. From outside the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got 5 now.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And Neesmith gets it to go.
Neesmith very efficient in the catch-and-shoot situation.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Porzingis against Walker. Here's Alexander Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Alexander Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here's Nembhard. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Pass to Walker. Here's Shepherd, covered by Alexander Walker, and it's Shepherd missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Here's Shepherd, covered by Alexander Walker. Here's Shepherd, shot from the top of the key. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a... commanding 22-point lead going into the break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. More 2K action in just a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. We've got Trae Young, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Newell. Then there's Okongwu, and it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position.
Nice touch there from Siakam to get a hard bucket inside.
Outside Young. Pass to Newell. And here's Alexander Walker. That's in! Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Huff. With nobody on him, he parries that jumper. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Pass to Newell. Now here's Kennard. Outside, Alexander Walker. 6 to shoot. Outside Young from the arc. And the Hawks with another 3.
In terms of volume, Trae Young is up there in three-point shooting. He's never shy from deep.
Here's Siakam. And so the NBA draft is now 2 days. How much of a difference do you think that makes, Greg?
You know, I think it shows the increasing importance of second-round picks. With teams up against the cap, they need that cheap depth. And also, it's an opportunity to get TV viewers over 2 days rather than just one.
Now here's Kennard. He shoots it. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. 4th quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's McClung. Pass to Siakam from deep. Kennard with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Now Young. Here's Newell. Here's Kennard. Out left to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Pacers with a rebound. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
McClung passes to Huff. And here's Siakam. Atlanta with a rebound. Okongwu's got 5 rebounds tonight. Young with it. Kennard outside. And there's the screen. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Kennard. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Dennis, guarded by Young. Now here's Walker. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Pass to Huff to stop the drought. No good. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Here's Kennard. Outside, Alexander Walker. Wing shot on the way. Good on the bucket. Alexander Walker's got 11 points here in the second half.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Hawks.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Dyson Daniels.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Here's Young. Pass to Alexander Walker. Outside Young. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So we see the Hawks taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Trey, you guys had a look in your eyes tonight. How satisfying was it to get this win?
I mean, it feels great. It feels great getting a win. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm just here to help my team win, whoever we're playing against, and that's all I care about.
Thanks, Trey. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Dyson Daniels.